of Puppet Storytime with me, Newton. So, for this week's episode, we have a fun book for you. It's called, Mom, can you get our book, please? Our book is Dear Mrs. LaRue, Letters from Obedience School. And the author and illustrator is Mark Teague. Now, I sure do love this dog here in the picture. I wish we had a dog that could read the book. That would be perfect. Who could we get to read this that would fit this bill? Oh boy, I can't think of anybody to read this book that looks like the character. Oh, hello, Phineas. Hi, Newton. I could read the book. I kind of look like the dog, Ike. Do you think? Huh? I even got my red collar, see? Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, you want to take a shot at reading the book? Yes, please. I would love to try. All right, then. We have Phineas the dog reading the part of Ike. All right, thank you, Finn. Well, we'll see you inside the book. Bye!
Dear Mrs. LaRue, Letters from Obedience School. Written and illustrated by Mark Teague.
The Snort City Register Gazette, September 30th. Local dog enters obedience school. Citing a long list of behavioral problems, Snort City resident Gertrude R. LaRue yesterday enrolled her dog Ike in the Igor Brotweiler Canine Academy. Established in 1953, the academy has a history of dealing with such issues. "I'm at my wit's end," said Miss LaRue. "I love Ike, but I'm afraid he's quite spoiled. He steals food right off the kitchen counter, chases the neighbors' cats, howls whenever I'm away. And last week, while I was crossing the street, he pulled me down and tore my best camel's hair coat. I just don't know what else to do." School officials were unavailable for comment.
October 1st. Dear Mrs. LaRue, how could you do this to me? This is a prison, not a school. You should see the other dogs. They are bad dogs, Mrs. LaRue, and I do not fit in. Even the journey here was a horror. I am very unhappy and may need something to chew on when I get home. Please come right away. Sincerely, Ike. October 2nd. Dear Mrs. LaRue, were you really so upset about the chicken pie? You know, you might have discussed it with me. You could have said, "Ike, don't eat the chicken pie. I'm saving it for dinner." Would that have been so difficult? It would have prevented a lot of hard feelings. Needless to say, I am being horribly mistreated. You say I should be patient and accept that I'll be here through the term. Are you aware that the term lasts 2 months? Do you know how long that is in dog years? Sincerely, Ike. October 3rd. Dear Mrs. LaRue, I'd like to clear up some misconceptions about the Hibbins cats. First, they are hardly the little angels Mrs. Hibbins makes them out to be. Second, how should I know what they were doing out on the fire escape in the middle of January? They were being a bit melodramatic, don't you think? The way they cried and refused to come down. It's hard to believe they were really sick for 3 whole days, but you know cats. Your dog, Ike. October 4th. Dear Mrs. LaRue, you should see what goes on around here. the way my warden, Miss Klondike, barks orders is shocking. Day after day, I'm forced to perform the most meaningless tasks. Today, it was sit and roll over all day long. I flatly refuse to roll over. It's ridiculous. I won't do it. Of course, I was severely punished. And another thing, who will help you cross the street while I'm away? You know, you have a bad habit of not looking both ways. Oh, think of all the times I've saved you. Well, there was that one time anyway. I must say, you weren't very grateful, complaining on and on about that tiny rip in your ratty old coat. But the point is, you need me. Yours, Ike. October 5th. Dear Mrs. LaRue, the guards here are all caught up in this good dog, bad dog thing. I hear it constantly. Good dog, Ike. Don't be a bad dog, Ike. Is it really so good to sit like a lummox all day? Nevertheless, I refuse to be broken. Oh, Miss Klondike has taken my typewriter. She claims it disturbs the other dogs. Does anybody care that the other dogs disturb me? Yours, Ike. October 6th. Dear Mrs. LaRue, were the neighbors really complaining about my howling? It is hard to imagine. First, I don't howl that much. You were away those nights, so you wouldn't know, but trust me, it was quite moderate. Second, let's recall that these are the same neighbors who are constantly waking me up in the middle of the afternoon with their loud vacuuming. I say we all have to learn to get along. My life here continues to be a nightmare. You wouldn't believe what goes on in the cafeteria. Sincerely, Ike. P.S. I don't want to alarm you, but the thought of escape has crossed my mind. Shh. October 7th. Dear Mrs. LaRue, I hate to tell you this, but I am terribly ill. It started in my paw, causing me to limp all day. And later I felt, queasy, so that I could barely eat dinner, except for the yummy gravy. But then I began to moan and howl, and finally I had to be taken to the vet. Dr. Wilfrey claims that he can't find anything wrong with me, but I am certain I have an awful disease. I must come home at once. Honestly yours, Ike. October 8th. Dear Mrs. LaRue, thank you for the lovely get well card. I'm a little surprised that you didn't come get me. I know what Dr. Wilfrey says, but is it really wise to take risks with one's health? I could have a relapse, you know. With fall here, I think about all the fine times we used to have in the park. Remember how sometimes you would bring along a tennis ball? You would throw it and I would retrieve it every time. Except for once when it landed in something nasty and I brought you back a stick instead. But, how I miss those days. Yours truly, Ike. P.S. Imagine how awful it is for me to be stuck inside my tiny cell. P.P.S. I still feel pretty sick. October 9th. Dear Mrs. LaRue, by the time you read this, I will be gone. I have decided to attempt a daring escape. I'm sorry it has come to this, since I am really a very good dog, but frankly, you left me no choice. How sad it is not to be appreciated. Oh. From now on, I'll wander from town to town without a home, or even any dog food, most likely. Oh, such is the life of a desperate outlaw. I will try to write you from time to time as I carry on with my life of hardship and danger. Your lonely fugitive, Ike.
The Snort City Register-Gazette, October 10th. LaRue escapes doggy detention. Former Snort City resident Ike LaRue escaped last night from the dormitory at the Igor Brotweiler Canine Academy. The dog is described as toothy by local police. His current whereabouts are unknown. To be honest, I thought he was bluffing when he told me that he was planning to escape, said the visibly upset Gertrude R. LaRue, the dog's owner. Ike tends to be a bit melodramatic, you know. Now I can only pray that he'll come back. Asked if she would return Ike to the Brotweiler Academy, Mrs. LaRue said she would have to wait and see. He's a good dog, basically, but he can be difficult.
October 11th, somewhere in America. Dear Mrs. LaRue, I continue to suffer horribly as I roam this barren wasteland. Who knows where my wanderings will take me now? Hopefully to some place with yummy food. Remember the special treats you used to make for me? I miss them. I miss our nice, comfy apartment. But mostly, I miss you. Your sad dog, Ike. P.S. I even miss the Hibbins cats, in a way. October 12th. Still somewhere. Dear Mrs. LaRue, the world is a hard and cruel place for a stray dog. You would scarcely believe the misery I've endured, so I have decided to return home. You may try to lock me up again, but that is a risk I must take. And frankly, even more than myself, I worry about you. You may not know it, Mrs. LaRue, but you need a dog. Your misunderstood friend, Ike.
The Snort City Register-Gazette, October 13th. Hero dog saves owner. Ike LaRue, until recently a student at the Igor Brotweiler Canine Academy, returned to Snort City yesterday in dramatic fashion. In fact, he arrived just in time to rescue his owner, Gertrude R. LaRue of 2nd Avenue, from an oncoming truck. Mrs. LaRue had made the trip downtown to purchase a new camel's hair coat. Apparently, she neglected to look both ways before stepping out into traffic. The daring rescue was witnessed by several onlookers, including Patrolman Newton Smitzer. He rolled right across 2 lanes of traffic to get at her, said Smitzer. It was really something. I haven't seen rolling like that since I left the police academy. Miss LaRue was unhurt in the incident, though her coat was badly torn. I don't care about that, she said. I'm just happy to have my Ike back home where he belongs. LaRue said she plans to throw a big party for the dog. All the neighbors will be there, and I'm going to serve Ike's favorite dishes. I'll bet he can't wait to taste the chicken pie.
Well, thanks for reading that book, Finn. You're welcome, Newton. Thank you for reading with us, kids.
Yeah, thanks for reading. That was really fun, huh?
Ike is a funny guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he really kind of exaggerates things.
Yeah, but that's how he felt in his mind, you know?
You're right. Yeah, it's all about our perception, how we see the world.
Yeah, that's right, Newton. I mean, what is reality anyway? But what's in our mind?
Wow, Finn, we're getting really deep for kids show, huh?
Yeah, but you know, they're really smart, so I think they can get it.
I do too. Yeah, well, how about we lighten things up a little bit with our song?
Yeah, time for our song. Hey, Newton, I was wondering if I could sing the song with you too today.
Yeah, let's sing together. That'll be fun.
The more, the merrier. Would you like to sing with us, kids?
Yeah, we'll put the words up on the screen for you. And we have our good friend Sherman Whipple leading our song. This song is called A Letter Every Day.
A letter every day. Okay, let's sing.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, Sherman. Every time I sail away, I'll write you a letter every day and tell you what is going on and all the things I've seen and done. Let me tell you about the friends I meet, how people are so sweet, and how we got to where we are. By boat or train or plane or car. Imagine all the foods to eat. Colors and smells and tastes to treat. I'll write to you of the wonderful sights, with sounds of music in the night. I'll climb the mountain to the very top, see far and wide where the horizon stops. I'll paint you a picture of what I see and send it to you to remember me. So every day look for my mail and scan the horizon for my sail. Save my letters for when I get home, and we'll have more to share when we're alone. So every time I sail away, I'll write to you every day. I'll tell you what is going on and all the things I've seen and done. We'll share the things I've seen and done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Finn.
Thank you, Sherman.
Yay, that was fun.
That was fun. I love Sherman.
I love you too, Sherman. We love your music.
We hope you love the music too, kids. And we love you. We can't wait to see you next week.
Yeah, next week we'll see you with a new book and a new song. Until then, stay
awesome and stay you. Can I say that?
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Stay you.
Stay you. We love you.
Bye. Okay, well, that guy's just a show-off. I mean, what can you say? Yeah, he gets the ball. Okay, very good. Good job. You got the ball. I suppose you want a treat now or something. Yeah, well, we all can't be perfect dogs, you know.